with Neal. They went Kayvon. It's fine. I love that they got Kayvon. I thought they were going to go O-line, but I love it. They get Kayvon. Okay, half of my dream scenario comes true. Oh, I got my dream scenario. They go with Evan Neal. No way. Let's go.
What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? It's your boy Rio Robinson checking in with the latest and greatest on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel. And today we got our eyes on the enemy, eyes on our rivals. I got Lauren Russell from the She Got Sports channel here to rep her New York Giants, talk draft, off-season, and all that good stuff for you. Welcome to the show, Lauren.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm super pumped.
Oh man, like how are you feeling after the draft and you guys off season in general? The Gettleman era's over, the Joe Judge era's over, thank goodness. How you feeling?
Listen, I feel pretty good right now. I'm not heading into next season being like, oh, like 9-win team. Like I told myself after this past season, like no matter what, like this record prediction needs to be low. Like I need it to be low because I just cannot embarrass myself again, get my hopes up again. Hopefully I won't, but by the time July rolls around, you never know. You start like being like, oh, well, maybe. No, but I feel good. The draft was good. I feel good about that. Like the first round, I think was definitely like the peak. Like the first round was like, high times, whatever.
You got your dream scenario.
Yeah, dream scenario, literally. Great time. I mean, it's kind of, it also is a little hard to mess up the 5 and 7 pick when you have both those picks. Like you're in a good spot heading into it. Mm-hmm. So happy with the draft, looking forward to this process because I'm aware that it's going to be a process. It's not a go in and win this year type of thing. I still think the quarterback situation needs to be sorted out. So, I'm just cautiously optimistic about the journey.
A lot of us fans, we like to do that. Like I tried to, like all off season, I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to buy into the media hype. I'm not going to, I'm going to come from humble beginnings this year because I predicted us to win 11 wins. I've never seen my team win 11 wins in my 30-year-old life, which is a terrible stat. But as soon as the draft happens, as soon as you start seeing the players run around in practice uniforms, it's like, all right, nah. And the division is the division. It's the NFC East.
Exactly.
No one's repeated here since 2004, and it's up for grab. The Cowboys got worse this offseason. Mm-hmm. The division is completely up for grab. How do you feel about the GM pairing, coach pairing of Shane and Dable?
I like it. I mean, so far, we haven't really seen much. The season hasn't started yet, but so far I'll say I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not going to be like crazy yet because I feel like a bunch of fans were like that about Joe Judge, like even heading into this past season. So I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, whatever. Like so far it's good, so far it's good. I like the draft. But yeah, I'll say so far so good. I'm not gonna go crazy yet, but I like the hiring. And yeah, so far so good.
It's not Gettleman and Judge. First of all, Joe Judge lost. Like I'm a Washington fan, but Joe Judge lost me when he had coaches running laps at practices. Like I don't really feel like there is a place for that. Like, did you guys actually bought into Joe Judge when he was there?
So I didn't know about maybe the coaches ran laps, but I knew players definitely ran laps. I mean, so his first season was 2019. No, 2020, sorry.
2020.
Yeah, 2020. Okay, my years are all messed up now. First, so many coaches in so many years. My years are all messed up. So first season was 2020. And after, they won some games, they shouldn't have won. I'm like, okay, yeah. The tough guy thing, I wasn't like, oh, yeah, I'm all in on it. Like, I remember at FanFest, Giants FanFest, fans actually ran laps in the parking lot for Joe Judge.
Oh my God.
I will say I did not participate in the lap running. I did not do that. Like as a joke, kind of they did it. It's not like Joe Judge was there, but they did it as like, a joke, fan fest, fun times. But
Joe probably meant that shit. He probably wanted fans to run them laps.
He was actually sitting over there with his binoculars somewhere, you couldn't see him, but he was But listen, I don't know. Like, I'm like, it's hard for me to say now. Like, oh, I mean, it's easy for me to say now. Oh yeah, I never liked him, whatever. But I will say this: by the end of this season, I was like, if they do not let him go, like I cannot go to a game. Like I just cannot support this franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like if they
Mhm.
don't make this move and let him go, like after everything that's happened, like I can't continue to like buy stuff and like buy tickets. You know, like I just can't give you my money. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, you would. I don't know what you would do if Dan Snyder was your owner then, because because
Yeah,
of
that's actually a worse situation.
that's a whole different animal. Like you don't even want to know the stuff that
Dude,
we can't even.
that is not even on the football field stuff. That's like off the field, high level, like not a good person stuff.
And Dan, and it's more than that with Dan because it's on and off the field. Like Dan came off of his yacht and made our scouts draft Haskins, rest his soul, in 2019. Like Dan has meddled into the football side before, and what we put our confidence in now that we have Rivera is that Rivera is completely running all of the football stuff.
Yeah.
Dan on and off the field has meddled over the years, and y'all don't have to deal with that. So if you felt like Joe Judge was a deterrent from you buying stuff, you would not last a week here in DC.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But yeah, I like the coach and GM hiring you guys went with. Jason Garrett runs a very dated offense, and I don't feel like it's best for the weapons that you guys have. You guys have a ton of receivers now. Like, what are y'all doing with all these receivers? And y'all drafted Wan'Dale Robinson out of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Like, where does he fit into this very deep wide receiver? Y'all have a lot of receivers. Slayton, Galladay,
Yeah, I
Tony,
think Slayton's
Shepard.
gone.
You think Slayton's gone?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it's like, where are they playing everyone? You know what I'm saying? Like, he struggled
Yeah.
last year. I feel like he would be the first one gone. I feel like they're going to try to trade him. I don't know if they're going to be able to. Um, Honestly, I feel like they might be able to with the way, like, the receiver market is. Like, I feel like they're going to try to trade him. Then you start Kenny, Kadarius, and I would say Wandell. I mean, Sterling's still on the team. He took less money to stay. So, like, I don't know. Like, he's very reliable. He's definitely older.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it gives them good insurance though, injury wise, because we have dealt with, or the Giants have dealt with injuries, especially to the wide receiver group.
So who are y'all trying out there on snap one? Like, what's the starting wide receiver core of the group?
Yeah, I feel like you got to go Kenny, Kadarius, Sterling. I think they'll start Sterling, but I feel like Wandell gets in there very quickly as a starter. Because I feel like the reason they drafted him is like they have a specific plan in mind with the way they want to run the offense. Because Kadarius and Wandell are so similar. It makes me think they have like some specific idea of how they want this offense to work.
I mean, Dabo has a very good offensive mind. I could see a very like Debo light role for Wan'Dale Robinson and you guys'
Yeah,
offense because he's a running back convert. Like this dude played running back
definitely.
in college as well, and I can see that. What other picks other than the obvious? Like you guys had a layup. Like you guys literally just had to wake up and hop in the layup line in the first round. You get
Exactly.
Kayvon Thibodeau and Evan Neal. I think the NFC East may have the defensive rookie of the year for the third year in a row. Chase Young, Parsons, and I think you guys got an absolute superstar. He has personality for days.
I love he makes me smile. I love his personality. Watching his interviews.
I love this guy. He knows he's a star. He knows he's a star.
And you need to have that confidence. Like I think, I so believe in like you need to know you're gonna play good to play well. Like you need to have that confidence to perform. And like he
Absolutely.
has that, like he's not gonna be phased by any of this. Like I hated how people were saying, oh, personality concerns, blah, blah, blah. Like
Character
Brett,
concerns,
he
red
got concerns.
flags.
It's just like a brand. I feel like it's just a branding. Like that's just I think he's from like the LA area. Like he's like, he's used to this big market. Like it's not when did it become so bad to have a personality? Like,
It's crazy. And honestly, if we're keeping it a buck, Oregon sucked and he knew he was going top 10 in the draft. I'm sure those effort concerns, some of it played into I have a career and a family I need to feed. And
yeah.
That's not always the best thing, but this dude just carries himself like a bona
I
fide
thought his
star.
film was more flashy than Hutchinson's. I mean, I know they were playing in the Pac-12, but still, like I thought his film when I watched it was more like he had more like woo plays than Hutchinson, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I think he's more talented than Hutchinson and Trevon Walker. I think he's the
Mhm.
most talented one, but they're boring and they have no personality and they're the absolute safe pick. I don't know, man. I think people are they're gonna regret letting Kayvon fall to pick 5. And
I hope.
it's like is he gonna be listed as a linebacker? Is he allowed to wear 5 on New York?
Yeah, I think apparently he wants to try to buy 5 from Graham Gano.
Graham Gano.
But I don't know. We'll see if Graham allows it. I mean, Graham was
Oh,
low key our best player last year.
that's
Scoring
bless
all of
your
our
heart.
points was Graham Gano.
Bless your heart. I know a lot about Graham Gano. He got his start in the league here in Washington, and he didn't learn how to kick till he left us. But I'm sorry, like kickers. I was saying this too because when we drafted Jahan Dotson in the first round, he wore number 5 in college. Our punter Tress Way has been one of our best players over the last few years. Kickers and punters should not have quality swaggy numbers to me. Like I feel like you put
I feel
them
like
in
in
like,
college they don't. You always see like
yeah, that's what it should be in the
97
league.
is the kicker. Like
Whatever end of the barrel numbers you have in the 70s or 90s, throw that shit to your special teams, man. Don't let them get elite single digit numbers. I hope Kayvon can wear 5, but we're going to have some problems
I
with
think
that
he'll
guy.
definitely have to pay for it though. He's definitely gonna have to pay Graham if he wants it.
Yeah, no
And
problem, man. No problem, man. But kickers, though, man. Come on, man. Just give him the number, Graham. You're Graham Gano, bro. But Evan Neal, your other pick in the first round, absolutely the prohibitive number 1 tackle on most people's board. Alabama bred. He's already played over 700 snaps as a right tackle, so he's gonna easily slot into there for you guys. And Andrew Thomas is starting to ascend more as a left tackle, you'd say.
definitely feel like it's a huge upgrade. Only my only little concern is with Andrew Thomas's ankles had some issues, but like with the way he's been playing outside of injuries, I mean he played through the season, but yeah, I think it's really oh what an upgrade at right tackle. Like I'm excited. I'm happy. Like it just seems like oh at least like the tackles are like finally secure.
It feels like you guys have made an effort to protect and add weapons for Daniel Jones. I feel like he's the one piece that decides if you guys ascend, you stay the
Oh yeah.
same, or you get worse. What are your expectations for Daniel Jones? What is Daniel Jones to you? Like, what do you feel about him as a quarterback?
um listen, I I try to support Daniel Jones because I'm a Giants fan, you know. Every season I'm like, all right, maybe this is the year, you know, maybe this is the year that he breaks out. But then it's like after a while, I just it's like I just can't do it anymore. You know, I can't keep being like, oh, maybe this is the year. Daniel Jones is gonna be like 35 years old, and I'm gonna be like, oh, maybe this is the year. Like I just need to be like, okay, Daniel Jones is not a franchise quarterback. Like I'm settled on that now. And I know some Giants fans are like, oh, but he didn't have help and this and that. It's just like it's just been too bad. It's just been there's the mistakes are too many, too plentiful. I don't know, too many mistakes. And he doesn't make it happen. Simple as that. He doesn't make it happen. I don't care who you have around you, who you don't have around you. If you can never make it happen, you're not a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, simply put, I couldn't have put it better myself. But I'll tell you this: I don't know what it is about Washington, but he turns into Joe Montana
I
slash Michael Vick every time we play you guys.
it see that's the trick. That's the trick that Giants fans fall into. They see those games and they're like, yeah, look at him, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, this is it. This is the breakout. And then nope. Then nope.
I watched that man from 7 rows back take a 60-yard zone read to the crib. They got called back for a fluke penalty last year. And y'all, we were a Slayton drop in the end zone away from
Oh
losing that Thursday night game in week 2
yeah,
last year. I don't like playing against Daniel Jones. I'm
that
not gonna lie.
game. Oh, that game was brutal for me. Ah,
That game was
that was
terrible.
like that was like oh here we go again. like that game week 2, I was like, oh, another season of this. Here we go.
That offsides on the first field goal attempt, that pretty much epitomized you guys' whole season last year.
Yup, I was like, oh, it's gonna be like this. We're doing this again. I just knew after that game, I was like, this is where we're at. This is what it is. This is what it's gonna be this year again.
Oh man, how would you stack up the 4 NFC East quarterbacks if you had to rank them 1 through 4? Well, 2 through 4, because we know Dak's number 1. Who's 2 through 4?
Yeah, so I was gonna say Dak's number 1. 2 through 4. Ooh, this gets tough. Okay, I'll just be honest. I have Daniel Jones at 4. But
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
For 2 and 3, ooh, this is tough. Like, I don't know, Jalen Hurts or Carson. Ooh, this is actually tough.
Carson's number 2.
I think, you know what, honestly, for as much as Carson makes those Daniel Jones-esque mistakes, he can make it happen sometimes. So I'm gonna go Carson at 2.
There we go.
Jalen at 3.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Carson Wentz is the number 2 quarterback in the NFC East. I believe that. I actually, like, Philly fans are gonna hate me. I put Jalen Hurts last because I feel like as a passer,
crazy.
I put Jalen as a passer. He's the only one in the division that hasn't shown to me he can pass in the NFL yet, and he makes it happen with his legs. But Daniel Jones has at least shown me he can win with his arm, and I haven't seen Jalen Hurts do that. And it feels to me like the Eagles have put themselves in position with draft capital to posture themselves to take one of the top quarterbacks in next year's draft class, and that says a lot to me. And one more before we hit on some non-football stuff, and I get you out of here. What is the deal with Saquon Barkley? What are y'all doing with Saquon? Like, what's happening?
I think he's here to stay. Like, I think if he was traded, if he was going to be traded, I think it was going to be before the draft. It seems like this coaching staff wants to work with him, so I think he's here for this season. And I mean, we'll see what happens after that. But I think he's definitely going to be here this season, unless something crazy happens. He's having a great season, and the team's just having a bad season, but somehow he's having an amazing season, and a team really needs a running back or something that's a playoff contender. Then maybe they trade him at the deadline. But I'm like 90% sure he stays through for the full season.
So if he does have a good season, are you paying him? Because I know I don't like paying running backs. Are you paying top freight for Saquon to stick around in New York?
No. Even if he has a good season, personally, I wouldn't pay like that top running back money to him as much as I love him. Just because like it's just not a smart move in today's NFL to pay running backs top dollar, to draft running backs high. Like, for as good as he can be, like it's fun to watch, but it's not necessarily how you build a team to win the Super Bowl.
It is not. It is not. Ask the Cowboys how they feel about that dumbass Ezekiel Elliott contract. My God.
Yeah, that's
my guys got paid. My guy got a $99 million contract to regress and wear crop tops every year, but it's all good though. You don't pay running backs in today's league. How long have you been creating content for your channel?
Since 2016, yeah.
Okay, so you've been putting in work. So 6 years of content. What got you? What inspired you? What makes you continue to grow on your journey to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube?
Yeah, so basically, long story short, I was like a junior in high school when I started this. I wasn't really taking it serious like I was now. I was in like some sports broadcasting program over the summer because that's what I like wanted to do when I was older and stuff. And they were talking about some kid had like a YouTube channel, and I was like, oh, I can make a YouTube channel. And like, I was never, even when I was in that program, I was never into like, reading the teleprompter. Like I don't like that, that sitting at the desk and like reading the news, whatever. I never liked that side of it. I was like more the social media side. So that's when I started it, and I was like barely uploading, maybe not even once a month for 2 years. And once I got to college in 2017, I started taking it more serious because I had, more time. And yeah, it's just like what I like to do. I always like to make videos, like even if it was just not sports videos. Like I remember like in middle school when I got an iPad, I recorded it on my computer, like on the computer camera, and like just me unboxing it for just myself. Like that wasn't going anywhere. Like I just wanted to record it for some reason, like because I like to watch YouTube. So I just thought it'd be cool to like unbox it on the camera. I don't know why, but it's just I don't know. I just like this. It's fun.
I
It's
love
fun
it.
to create. Yeah.
I love it. It's definitely fun, and you could tell that you have fun with it. You're passionate with it. You have a grind for it, and I like it when like other sports, let's call them podcasters or content creators. I love it when people don't take themselves too seriously doing it,
Oh
because
yeah.
as fans, like some fans, like we could get it twisted, like and act like we're the media, or like have fun with this shit. Like
Yeah.
we're
I'm no
fans.
GM. I'm not gonna be a Twitter GM. Like I hate that when people are like especially just because it was the draft. Like you see all those Twitter GMs. Like why would they? What a terrible pick. Like what were they thinking? Like yes, person. Not to say people on Twitter don't
Well,
know
we
stuff.
all do it sometime though. We
People,
all.
people know their stuff on Twitter, but like, come on, guys. Let's not like the player hasn't even played yet. Like, let's not like roast the GM. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not roast the professional. Like,
For sure. And let's not call for coaches' jobs every time you dislike something the team does. And I'm guilty of it too. Like my reaction to our first two picks, like I know Jahan Dotson's good, but as a fan, like fan is short for fanatic, and we're fanatics of this team. Sometimes in the draft process, we get fixated and we fall in love with certain guys. And when I don't get my Jameson Williams, my Chris Olave, my Kyle
yeah,
Hamilton, I see Jahan Dotson, I start saying stupid shit. But honestly, I'll come back the next day and say, okay, I was wrong or something.
yeah.
But don't take it too seriously, though. We're fans. This stuff should be fun, and I appreciate what you do. I've definitely taken a look at your
Thank you.
channel,
I
your
appreciate that.
reactions, your live stream. You're doing great, and keep up on the road to 100K. Let people know where to find you on socials and on YouTube.
Oh, for sure. So, my channels, She Got Sports, just like oh, it's on that side, like that. And just like on social media too, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that stuff. I'm like, am I forgetting a platform? No, I don't think so. But yeah, it's just like, on social platforms. That's where I'm at.
Absolutely. Y'all make sure y'all give her a follow. Even if she's a Giants fan, we always want to keep up with our rivals. We keep our eyes on our rivals over here with Rambling with Rio. But that's going to conclude today's episode. Y'all know where to find me at Rio_Robinson91. Rio Robinson, Rambling with Rio on YouTube. Until next time, hail to the Commanders. Deuces.